Back at it again, baby, and we got another one with Candace Owens. Let's dive in.
Hawk Newsome, welcome to the Candace Owens Show.
If you look back, right, not only did the Republicans give up around the 1960s on getting the black vote, but they have actively sought to oppress the black vote.
Okay, so
you look at most of these the voting issues. You look at voter suppression, right? And it's Republicans behind this. Now, you said if I was right, you'd admit it.
No, I'm just asking you to explain it further because I
Voter
want people that are
so
hearing
their laws
you
like
to hear.
their laws like you have to do 3 black flips, 2 somersaults, and a moonwalk.
You mean have an ID?
Yeah, an ID
So do you
or
think black
other
people?
forms.
Let me ask you a question.
Other
do you think black
forms
people are too stupid to get a driver's license?
Why would you call black people?
Because to me, I'm offended that people call that.
Black.
No, I'm asking you something.
Black.
I'm asking you something. I'm offended.
Why would you call black people stupid? You're black. See, the problem with that logic, though, is exactly what Candace just said. So you mean simply because of the color of my skin, I don't have an ID? And also, because I don't have an ID in the color of my skin, I'm too stupid to figure out how to get one. The logic behind that is just mind-boggling. What? I don't know. I would flip, what he just asked Candace or what he said to Candace back around on him. Like, how could you say such a thing? You're black. Like, you're accusing me of being stupid simply because of the color of my skin. You're accusing me of not having an ID because of the color of my skin? What? How did the two things correlate? What does having an ID have to do with the color of my skin? You need an ID to get alcohol, don't you? You need an ID to drive. That's fine. But it's just, oh no, you can't have an ID to vote. Like, that doesn't even make sense. You need it to drive. When you go buy liquor, you need it there too. But no. Yeah, it's not right when you have to vote. Like that.
Call black people
because to me, I'm offended that people call that.
Black.
No, I'm asking you something.
Black.
I'm asking you something. I'm offended when people say to me that oppresses us. I'm like, I don't know a single black person that doesn't have ID. You can't drive. You can't buy a pack of cigarettes. You can't buy alcohol. Don't think we're so stupid that we can't figure out how to get ID. It's insulting to call that voter suppression.
Okay.
It's insulting.
What about the closing and?
Do you know a single black person that doesn't have ID?
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
Really?
What about because
I don't know
when
a single black
you
person that have ID.
go to get ID, you need 3 other.
How are they living without ID? You can't go to school.
You need 3, 4 other. You can go to school. You get a school ID.
Okay,
right, but they won't take that at the polls.
So you're saying
they won't
black
take
people
that at the polls.
at 18 years old
Yes.
that cannot figure out how to get an ID.
No, it's not.
That's insulting.
See, the
that's
thing
insulting
is,
to our community.
What you don't understand is you need social security numbers. You need bank statement. You might need something mailed to your house. Bills like these.
You don't need a bank statement to get an ID. You don't need a bank statement. What in the world is this?
Kids aren't receiving bills. Bank statement. You might need something mailed to your house. Bills. Like, these kids aren't receiving bills. Yeah, you need certain forms of information.
Social security number, yeah.
Several different pieces of information that a lot of people just don't have. And
if
okay,
black people can't figure out how to get ID, we have a way bigger problem.
So to go along with what he said, if I remember correctly, you need like 2 pieces of mail or something. It could be any mail that has your name and your address. I don't understand how that is super difficult. You need 2 pieces. You can literally sign up for anything. Have it mailed to your house. Walk up, give him that. Bang, you got your ID. Like, why is this like this over the top exclusive club? Only white people, get a chance to have IDs. Black people don't. Like Candace said, that's insulting. And it's just like your argument, like, contradicts itself. Like, you're saying that you love black people and all this and that, but then at the same time, you're calling black people stupid. And I'm just like utterly confused. It doesn't make any sense to me, right? Does it make any sense to y'all? Like, if I'm wrong, let me know. Please do. Because this whole ID situation, like, I feel like it's very simplistic. You need ID for multiple other situations in life. The only time that people make a fuss about it is when it comes to voting. Because I feel like there's been a lot of politicians that have made it an issue when in reality it's not, because if it was, if the ID itself was an issue, people would have an issue when they go buy alcohol, when they go to drive. They would have an issue in those same situations. Oh, why do I need an ID to drive? Like, what? Why would I need such a thing? That's just stupid. Why do I need to present my ID when I go buy a bottle of liquor? Like that? Why? That's stupid. That's the R word that ends in ist, right? No. It's just because politicians want to push an agenda, and I feel like they have successfully pushed an agenda to brainwash folks into thinking that this is this far overreaching thing, and reality it's not. I mean, if you just sit back and just think about it, you need an ID for a lot of other things. It's just so mind-numbing that people just don't stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and just think. Voting isn't the only thing you need an ID for. I feel like if they stopped and thought about that for a second, their heads might explode. You know, it'd be too much information overload. You know, it's crazy though. Like I'm honestly confused. Somebody please explain it to me. Some of these politicians, I will give credit to some of these politicians out here that have pushed that narrative, because they've done a mighty fine job at doing so. As much as I may disagree with it, I got to give credit where credit is due. And the politicians that have pushed the idea that having an ID is horrible, and the R word and it's suppression, they've done a great job at it. A fantastic job at it. It's unfortunate, but they have. It's crazy. But how do you guys think that we can change that narrative on the whole ID situation? Is it saying exactly what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like that's too simplistic, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that has said these same things. You know, Candace was saying similar things right there. You need an ID for other situations. So like, what's the difference? If you're mad about the voting, then you should be mad about driving and having to present it when you're at the liquor store and all these other situations as well. So let me know if you guys have any ideas how we can really change the narrative on that. Please comment it in the comment section. All right. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And after you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button that is next to it and turn on those notifications so you get notified when all of these videos drop. All right? Greatly appreciate all of the love and support. Peace and love. I'm out.